Sally Forth Paladins, and welcome back to another episode of Starfleet Command, Orion Pirates Plus Mod. I am Admiral Tirek of the HMS Pallas, a battleship carrier, one of the largest vessels that you can possibly get for the Hydrogen Star Kingdom. Although we have entered the X era, so there's actually one tier higher than what we can be that we can't be unless we want to, spend another 11,000 prestige points in order to afford it, which we're making our way back up. We're finally up to 4,189 prestige. We were down to 0 for a couple of episodes there. So this is a definite improvement on that. As you can see, we are busy stomping our way through, well, what remains of the Klingon Empire. We finally captured the planet here at 913, as well as the station next to it at 1013, as well as just a random neutral zone planet we wanted to keep away from the Federation at 1112. So we are bashing off these last 5 tiles down into the south, and then heading north to finish off, well, the last of the Klingon donut. So let's hop back into the fight, get back underway, and kick some major butt. Missions. Convoy raiding. Aha, yes, the refugee convoy fleets have finally starting to flee us in their little convoy groups, trying to find some form of relief, some place of respite. They shall find none of it. We shall hunt them down. We only see a single freighter. Interesting. Are you coming towards us? He is. This is either a very small convoy, or we have spawned in a position that I don't think I've ever actually spawned in. Interesting. Let's increase our speed. With any luck, and by luck I mean unluck for us, they will be escorted by a gigantic dreadnought. Second freighter just showed up. More freighters. There we go. Haha, there's the fleet. I see a single light cruiser. Is this a Romulan group? That's a Romulan vessel, but it's not a Romulan group. It does not appear. So we have freighter, light cruiser. Huh. Oh, so this is one of the trade ships. So the Romulans and the Klingons, I think a little bit before this, basically signed a major trade deal together. It was a technology sharing agreement, whereas the Romulans would give knowledge of their cloaking devices, and in exchange the Klingons would give over ship designs, specific hulls. I think there was a B-10 or a B-11 battleship that the Romulans bought during this deal from the Klingons. It was never delivered, but they did buy it, so the Klingons currently owe the Romulans one gigantic battleship. And also hulls. So it seems that, yeah, so this is not a Romulan ship, no plasma torpedoes. But some of the newer Romulan hulls ended up being shipped over to the Klingon as part of their trade. Fast Romulan cruisers are really dangerous, really powerful, and really cool. So he's dumped a mine in a very awkward position. We're going to just slowly get in closer, and I'm going to shoot you with big guns, and more of that. I am deliberately saving the fusion cannons for right now. There we go. So clearly, this Klingon captain was given one of these brand new Romulan vessels. He's one of the first. And he was still sort of getting used to it. He didn't quite understand how to operate it, much to his detriment. And because of that, he has left his convoy fully exposed, no defense of any kind, as a gigantic battleship carrier just knifes its way through the convoy. This really is not our job. These kinds of operations, this is what a battle cruiser's designed for. This is a heavy cruiser's job. Heck, even light cruisers and some war destroyers, this is what they do. Convoy raiding. Blowing the crap out of, convoys. Not sending battleships to do this. You're dead. Target you. Actually, let's get him with fusion cannons. Alright, wasn't able to do it. You're dead. Come up on you, and... You're dead. Last one, please. You can surrender. I'll accept surrender. We'll take your supplies. It'll be all good. No, he's not surrendering. He's going to stay there. Yeah, but our job is to basically fight in the line of battle. The wall of battle, I suppose, would make more sense for 3D space. And if you've been out there reading the Honor Harrington books, you may have noticed that they call it the wall of battle and not the line of battle. Despite ripping off pretty much everything about Age of Sail tactics. Astounding victory! Of course. Tile neutralized. Moving on, we're going to see if we can't blast our way through this as fast as possible. It looks like a group of Klingons are holding out with pirates inside an asteroid base. That's a more interesting idea than, well, just being pirates. Red alert. We're going to come in here and double check, make sure we're going in the right direction. It will be to the left if we ever get lost. We're escorted today by USS Tokyo, ACB. I think USS Tokyo has been this ship for several times now. It's pretty cool. Hi, buddy. You're doing pretty well. I'm seeing an enemy vessel. First of all, the Klingon theory was right. So this is Klingons that were hiding in an asteroid base, attempting to survive the, not really the war, but trying to survive the onslaught, I suppose. Let's increase our speed. We're not going to need the Wild Weasel, nor overloaded weaponry. I mean, he's just a single frigate. If he's even that, we'll take a second in just a moment to glance on the fleet screen. He's an HF5, is that an S or? Yeah, HF5M2. So he's basically an alphabet soup war destroyer. He'll have pretty significant complement of weaponry. You just won't be able to employ it with any real effect against a ship that is a battleship carrier. Really, he is beneath our notice. Let's increase the speed of time. Quite frankly, I'm fully expecting the Tokyo to annihilate him. So, is the Tokyo a bombardment cruiser? Not an advanced bombardment cruiser, of course. That's a full-on X-type ship, which the Tokyo is not. But there is a fire support cruiser, and I'm trying to remember the designation for it. It has like 4 photon torpedoes that shoot sideways. Wow, you've managed to cause quite a bit of damage to this guy. Seriously? That's impressive. Hellbores. Okay, let's slow him down a bit. There we go. And we'll come back around. We need to be facing to the left. To the left on the screen. Sort of in this direction-ish. Also increase the speed of time. Also slow down the speed so we can actually charge the weapons. Because we do, of course, need fully charged weapons if we want to go kick some butt. So we will drift on in. Make sure that our forward shields are being buffed because he will have a phaser 4. He has 4 of them. They are nasty. Tokyo, you may want to get behind us. They would probably be better if you were behind us. No? Okay. Yeah, there you go. Come on. Get behind us. Also, maybe not expose your weak side shields. I'm pretty surprised, though, that the Tokyo got so badly mauled by a War Destroyer. Now, that isn't to say War Destroyers aren't great ships. They are. War Destroyers are some of my favorite ships ever since we had that one campaign where we lost our big ship and were forced into a War Destroyer for quite some time. I mean, they are good ships. No denying that. But they're not really heavy cruiser killers. Or at least not in the way that I would imagine them. Now let's continue to get forward. So we will continue to engage with all weapons blasting out at full power and steadily, slowly close the range. Just a little bit more. Fire all the weapons. No, still nothing. Phasers just are not effective outside this range. As long as we continue the Hellbore bombardment, though, he shouldn't be able to do too much damage to us. And he has apparently taken out the Phaser 3s, so he's able to get missiles through. Nice, easy peasy. Wow, just look at all that damage he's doing, just with phasers alone. 25, 22, 12, there was another one that was also pretty high on that. And then we come in with our Hellbores, and it's like 77. But really, in total, he matched up to about us. There we go. The Klingon vessel annihilated. Completely destroyed in, well, basically one go. And by one go, I mean one mission. Although Tokyo needs to go back to dry dock because he fought a War Destroyer. How much prestige will you give me for that? A lot, please? 100. That wasn't even worth my time. Pop down to this next one. Ooh, there's no mission here. Really? We could have finished it off in just one quick line, but no, we had to go one extra and then back because you can't just sit and refresh a mission. Kind of surprising, though, that there wasn't one. No, they're Klingon ships. Hit the red alert. I think I saw something big. We are escorted today by USS Tokyo again. Looks like he didn't need repairs. And the USS Morris, an NVS, which I think is a new heavy cruiser carrier? I don't think he's a fast cruiser. I'm pretty certain he won't be. We'll overload all the weapons, slow down a little bit, and prep a Wild Weasel. What kind of hull design you have? You have that strike cruiser hull design. The sleek, awesome style with the upper pylons. And of course, the Tokyo CBX. That classic, sleek Constitution style design. Very sleek, very sexy. We are very much a fan of it. And here's our target. Haha. We've got a Dreadnought. You are a fairly large Dreadnought too, aren't you? So let's pop over here, and you are a C8V. Okay, so you're not huge, and we should have noticed that because Only a single one. Only a single dangly down there. Instead of the quad. The quad is when things start getting bad. When he's got 4 nacelles, then you know, well, we've got a fight going on. He doesn't. So this ought to be fairly easy, so long as we don't take too much damage in the initial exchange. So let's buff up that forward shield to the max, get up to standard cruising speed, and let's increase the speed of time, because we ain't getting any younger. Thank you for that, Ensign. Do you think that would be an ensign, a lieutenant, or like a commander? We do, after all, have an entire fighter squadron on board, so we do have an air boss. But that was the shuttle conversion crew, so do you think there would be like a fully high-ranking officer for that? Or would it just be random ensign? Oh boy, I forgot. You're actually going to be a, you're going to be a carrier, because you are a C8 VX. So he's a dreadnought carrier. That is nasty. I'm going to ignore it so I can do this. Boom! It didn't work. Defense to the max. Slow down. All systems to normal. Thank you, Tokyo, clearing our 6. We did, after all, do the same for him in one of our battles, although if you keep going in that direction, thank you. Yeah, in the last fight, we swooped in and picked off a couple of missiles that were going to blast the Tokyo, and in this mission, he finally returned the favor. Working with the Federation can be quite fun sometimes. So, almost charging for another good phaser volley. That'll basically rip him apart. I'm almost positive of that. Yeah, totally rips him apart. He took 1 overload, 1 standard volley, and to be fair, the Tokyo and the Morris did also do quite a bit of light work, but it really was us. And I can actually say that with certainty and reasonableness. It's not me just going, haha, we did all the work. We're the battleship carrier. Of course we did the work. Dial neutralized, let's head to the north, as long as we're stopping by here. Hi. I'm full on squadrons. I'll go a little bit higher. Actually, no. I'll reset that. We won't do that. Shipyard. Do we have any X-Tech cruisers available? I would just... 11,736 if we want to get our... if we want to upgrade our battleship. It's too bad that there's no refit button anymore. I am 100%, 99% positive that back in Starfleet Command 1, when a refit came along, you could spend prestige on the current ship that you were in to refit it. 99% positive that was the thing. The fact that we can't do that here is a little bit disappointing. So there is some sort of Regent cruiser, but I am not seeing a full-on X vessel. Yeah, this is a Regent heavy dreadnought, which we could pick up, I think. That's actually in our price range. Oh no, it's 200 outside of our price range. But we're topped off. Let's continue. Let's push off. Let's see if we can't finish off the entirety of the southern influence in this mission. I suppose we could like insist on flipping all those tiles, but that would just be a waste of everyone's time. Hit the red alert, increase the speed. We see a light cruiser. It looks like a Tholian light cruiser. It's not. It's a Gorn ship. So if we go to this button, as you can see, it is that weird design that every single Gorn ship is. That is one thing that the stock version of this game gets a little bit better. Some races, like the Gorn, they actually have more unit variety, and it's more interesting. We're going to overload the weapons, slow down a couple of beats, and prep a wild whistle, because you never know. Also, what are you equipped with? He has medical supplies. We shall steal it. Still no targets at any range. Let's increase our speeds slowly but surely. Is he the only thing on the map? That would be kind of funny. It looks like the game did not load up an enemy, so the Klingons apparently abandoned this sector. So let's swoop in, steal the medical supplies, and be done with it seems. He has a lot of heavy weapons. Or at least a lot of defensive weapons. Prepare the transporters. Ah, we didn't get it in time. We were a little bit slow because we were worried about a dreadnought showing up. Had we been more aggressive and just increased speed to full power, we would have gotten there no problem. But I was concerned that we would run into like a B-11. 13 prestige, no 50 prestige for taking things, and that's the southern influence done. We begin our pilgrimage to the north. Pressing into Klingon space, the remainder of the Klingon donut. Huh, a station. This was obviously a built station somewhere. Let's go on a patrol, see if we can't flip it just immediately. Also, avoiding base station assaults, always a good idea. Oh, we've got another one of these. Increase the speed. This time we will not overload the weapons. If we need to, we can slow down for it, but I want to steal some supplies. Light cruiser, please tell me you have dilithium crystals? You do not. You're empty. Well, in that case, there's no point in trying to get the supplies. Red alert switch. There you are. It's a light cruiser. I'm not even going to bother. Are you a war destroyer? Yes, you are. HF5C1X. Almost seems like a serial number, doesn't it? So, yep, we are charged up, ready to go. One blast is all it's going to take. What the heck? Let's overload it. Reduce speed just a little bit so that we can properly overload. Select just the forward shield. Reinforce it. Buff this up to the maximum. There we go. All set and ready to go. All weapons are overloaded. One pass is all this will take. Thank you, phasers. You wasted a little bit of time. He immediately recalls the fighters. Goodbye. Nice to know you. And you also still not equipped with anything? Because we got closer... No, nothing. Okay, all of them fire. Thank you. Taking out the space trash. Although it's kind of weird that we got two of those missions in a row. Although the first time, there wasn't anybody there. So really, was it a mission? 156 prestige, so a little bit more for that. And we neutralized the tile. Ooh, that's good. That's very good. Ooh, we got another planet that we may want to try and take. Darn it. I wanted to steal the base station, not destroy it. According to this, it's Federation Starbase. I don't believe you. Dreadnought is located. This Dreadnought is a C-10X. Very, very powerful ship. Not as big as a B-11, but respectable in its capabilities. We're escorted, of course, today by USS Hope. It's the return of the Hope! It's so nice when the Dreadnought names stay what they are. Hope, as you may have remembered, is the battleship that helped us out last time. Of course, this is the battleship carrier version, Hope. Or was the Hope a battleship carrier? Yes, it was, because it launched a whole shit ton of fighters. So yeah, we're back with our old buddy Hope. It looks like we are squaring off against a Dreadnought. Let's increase the speed of time. Did we? We did not prep a Wild Weasel, but we shall do that immediately. We almost never use them because we don't like sacrificing the initiative, but sometimes it's necessary. Reinforce that forward shield. Ooh, second Dreadnought has just shown up. Not good. It's only a C9 though, so small blessings there. Don't have to worry too much about it. If we stick close to the Hope, we won't have any dangers whatsoever. Now, the other main concern is it's a battle station, so I'm going to keep the fighters on board, and then when we finally go to engage the base station, that's when we will deploy the fighters. So I think, yeah, we've managed to basically drag them out of position. He's not going to have anything to fight us with. Bouncing off our port side shields. Yes, look at us lining up. I think the Hope is bigger than we are. Wow, look at that. Look at the size of that thing. It's gigantic. I mean, we thought we had a big ship, but wow. Compensating for much? He does have 4 nacelles. Oh, then again, I think we all have 4 nacelles. He has 4 nacelles, we have the 4 nacelles. They're only on 3. So, haha, Klingons. Where are your additional nacelles? He's managed to take out one of the shields. The Hawks managed to gut his forward shields. Oh, this is going to be beautiful. Point-blank range, full power shots. That's what happens if you don't have a shield. And you fight up against a Dreadnought. Let us slow down. All of them select normal mode. All power to forward shield. We're going to need it because that's an SBX. Oh god. We've got to basically cut through these guys without taking any damage. Because if this is what yeah, this'll be it. Oh god. Remember the pain and the death and destruction when our light cruiser just spontaneously imploded? Yeah, that's what we're looking at here, people. Terror incarnate. Good couple of shots. Let's see if we can't pull out of this, because I want to make sure that he can't put a hole through me. He's down to 11.6. So this space station is in what direction? Upper right-hand corner. Okay, got it. Continue to focus on this. He's firing his phasers at me at maximum range. This is going to be very painful when we turn in to go try and kill him. All weapons select. This ought to be able to wipe him out. Hopefully. Oh, one of our Hellboars didn't charge. Not grand. So we'll charge in right dead center on him. He's dumped a mine. That'll be slightly annoying. A little bit closer. A little bit closer. A little bit closer. Kill him. Come to starboard. Pop the mine. Ooh, mine popped in the wrong spot. Increase the speed of time, because now things get ugly. Things are about to get really, really ugly, actually. We have never successfully managed to take out one of these base stations on our own. And while we do have a battleship carrier to work with us on this one, this is a problem. This will be dangerous, and I don't know if we win. I'm going to be 100% honest with you. Not sure this is a fight we win. I want to meet up with the Hope so that we can go in together so that we don't die. Actually, I kind of want you to be shooting at the Hope and not me. All weapons are overloaded. We're going as fast as we possibly can. Let's get ready to dump our fighters. We'll dump them on attack mode only. And yeah, we're going to lose them all. But we may get through, and we may down some shields, and we may win. Maybe. Possibly. We're going to die, aren't we? It's going to be bad. He's launched his fighters. He's launched his fighters at the Hope. The Hope's coming in towards us. Let's slow down the time. The game is not super happy trying to handle all of this at maximum speed. They are blockaders. Ooh, those are not normal shuttles. Normally they're K-Swifts, but these are blockaders. So it looks like the Klingon base stations do get cool stuff. Hope has been severely mauled. Fighters, are a go. All squadrons deploy. You are to charge and engage the enemy base station in one swoop. Look at that firepower. Oh my god. I don't know if we can do this. I don't want to do this. I want to go home. Where the enemy does not have gigantic white shields that just survived. I think that was five torpedoes that hit. Slow down. Forward shields to maximum power. It's time to intensify forward firepower. Ooh, all of them hit. They're all hitting the same target. Oh, crap. All weapons fire. We have no forward shield. Turn. Continue to turn. Continue to turn. Wow, we're down to 37 power. That happened in basically one go. Fighters continue to engage. I need you to really cause some damage right now. How many fighters we got left? Shuttle Bay? 3 squadrons are still in existence. Oh, they might do it. Continue to patch the engines. Our starboard shields are now showing. Reinforce starboard shields to the maximum level. Keep firing light weaponry. How many fighters left? 2 squadrons, and their point defense systems are back online. They fired a whole bunch of missiles at the fighters. Keep the starboard side shields towards them. Slow down a bit. Oh god. The amount of damage that we have taken is just ludicrously high. Marines. 33, that ain't happening. Okay, Marines. The following are targets. I need those dead. I need those dead yesterday. We took a hit because we let them through, but cancel all Marine boarding parties. Our shields are still holding, just barely. I think we still have 3 fighter squadrons out. They are still trying to cause as much damage as possible. Repair screen, continue to patch the engines. We have a lot of incoming fire. Full power to the tractor beams. We're not going to be able to grab them all. We've lost a shield. Continue to turn. Weasel. Okay, we managed to evade him for a little while. All our fighter squadrons are dead, by the way. So it is just us. Tractor beam system off. We need all the power we can scramble up. Incoming fire. from the fighters. Well, we killed the fighters. Do I have enough? I do potentially have enough energy for a high energy turn. I need to get this stern away from them yesterday. Reinforce only the port side shields. All weapons. We don't really have any stern-based weapons anymore. Patch job. Engines, if you don't mind, please. Oh, we have a lot of incoming missiles. Alright, our shields are gone. Our shields are gone. Our weapon systems are gone. We are basically dead in the water here. Come on, Hope. Wipe it out. You've got to have... You do have something. You have plenty of weapons left. Oh, no. Oh, no. High energy turn. We have one chance, and we're not generating any power. Okay. Cancel that. We have no defensive tractors. This is it, folks. Oh, God. We came so close! Wow. We came so close. And yet, a single, well, 2 battleship carriers was just not sufficient enough firepower to batter our way through. We have lost the palace. Wow, that's painful. We're still in a dreadnought, though. I mean, it's a PAHX, which is dreadnoughts. PAHX, a Paladin heavy dreadnought. So we've gone down a bit, but we are now in the X series. We're at 4,830 prestige. I'm not seeing any X ships, but we are going to start keeping a definite eye out for them. But that's been it for an episode right there. It is somewhat painful to have lost the palace, but this war will continue despite the grand loss. Anyway, I've been Tyrek. If you like what you've been seeing, hit that like button and subscribe. If you want to receive a notification every time I release these videos, press that little bell icon, leave a comment, and I will see you all in the next episode.